So, good morning, Deb. Uh, it's
Morning,
great
ma'am.
that you were an intern with Talent Synergy Solutions for like around 2 months. So, I would want to ask you, how was your experience in this company?
The experience was truly commendable. I got hands-on work opportunities. I worked with different HR software tools, HRIS, ATS. I got to know about different software tools which exist, for example, Compensely, etc. Not only that, I have learned the fundamentals of how to collect data, how to put that in a surveys and interviews, and how to actually use the collected data for the required research and development in that particular field. So it was actually a really commendable experience, and I got the opportunity to work with some of the better minds, I would say. And the work culture here is actually very lenient, and it is very friendly and helpful. That's what I would like to say.
So, with that, I would want to state, what was your core project? Like, what were you working on, and what area were you working in?
So my core project was about currently in the human resources market, we have a lot of software. We have a lot of software, for example, like I just said, Compensely, HR Forecast, so on and so forth. What my job was to collect the data, not only to collect the data from us or from other companies, to collect the data from professionals who have used that software before as well. Then our responsibility was, according to the survey, according to the replies, we have to sort. Like, for example, in the survey, we had questions like, what scale is your organization? What is the structure of your organization? If the person in the organization has seen any acquisitions or mergers in their time of working in the organization. So all of these factors considered together, we have a substantial amount of data which actually talks to us. By talks to us, I mean it tells us which particular software is good for which particular type of company, which particular type of problem. That is what we're trying to do.
This is actually very interesting. So you're an MBA graduate, right? Like so can you tell us a bit about your internship and in your, what you're doing, how you got into this particular company, like, a bit about you as a, like, what have you been doing as a part of your summer internship, or what is it?
Sure, ma'am. So I'm from IISWBM. I'm currently a second year student. So I applied for the internship as soon as the opportunity for this particular internship was there, because I saw the HR tech field and I was actually interested in it. Having me personally having an engineering background, I would actually want to work with data. Not only like HR is one of my very uh, revered interests, but I would still thought about that I would like to work with data in general. So what I did in this internship was not only work on my project, I tried to build my LinkedIn connections. I tried to learn what it is to be a corporate employee. I tried to understand what people mean when they say be there for your company, be there for your organization. So it's not only about the learnings or the hands-on experience of the exposure. It's also about the dynamic that you have built with your team. I think that's a very important part of it.
So you had a couple of learnings when you were in this 2 months, and you're stating, is there anything else that you would want to add to those, apart from what you have already stated? Like, anything else that you feel that this apart from all these things, these are the other learnings which I had?
Well, the other learnings which I had are not only the fact that, which I just said, the teamwork and the team dynamics. Every single team has a different kind of dynamic. For example, if let's say I'm working on in an organization right now, if I change this organization and go to another organization, I would be faced with a different kind of team dynamic. So the way we deal with it is we adapt ourselves to that particular kind of dynamic. If some organization demands hybrid workflow, then we would definitely have to adapt ourselves with it. I think adaptability is something this organization has taught me, and I think it would help me in going a long way.
So did you like the hybrid work culture?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not only cost efficient. I think we already have a video on hybrid work culture, which we actually recorded. So it's not only cost effective, it saves transportation costs, it saves electricity costs, office rental costs, and so on. It is also imperative that the employees get their hours as per they need. They get flexible hours. If somebody is flexible for working from 12 at night to 6 in the morning, and somebody else is flexible to work from 12 in the afternoon to 6 in the evening, they can work together, which could not have been possible if it was a manual physical environment.
Okay. So overall, how was your experience? Like, how would you state it as your final since your internship is going to end here? So what would be your passing out comments? Like, how was your experience here?
My passing out comments would be, as a startup organization. I know, I'm very well aware that the name of this organization was initially When Power, and what I think you guys are doing here, it could, like, I remember Sir Abhinandan sir telling me, when I first started to join, his vision was to revolutionize the HR workforce. I think you guys might be onto something here, because once we get the particular data that this particular software is more effective in these kinds of problems, and this particular software is more effective in these kinds of organizations, I think that would actually give a lot of organizations a lot of leverage as to which software they should use. And not only that, like, the organization which has developed this framework, I think it would not have to look back after that.
That is absolutely great. So, Dave, it was a pleasure having you as an intern with us, and we definitely look forward to keeping connected.